Pro wrestling takes a toll on a person. When they enter into the profession, they do so knowing that they will be putting their bodies at risk. Quite often, the punishment their bodies take and the constant touring leads them down unhealthy roads. Quite a few wrestlers have suffered from addiction. Even top stars like the Usos have quite a rap sheet with multiple DUIs. Thankfully this year, they have stayed clear of trouble, but there are still quite a few instances of wrestlers being arrested. This is Wrestling Hub, and here's every wrestler that's been arrested this year. Before we get into the rest of the video, make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Hub and turn on all notifications to stay up to date with everything in the world of pro wrestling. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Hub Official, and also follow us on Twitter at Wrestling_Hub. Former UFC heavyweight champion and WWE superstar Cain Velasquez was arrested on charges of attempted murder. He was involved in a shooting in Morgan Hill, California in February. He shot at a car that had 3 individuals, but according to reports, it was one particular man that he was targeting. Harry Ghilardi Jr. was molesting one of Velasquez's young relatives. Cain's shot missed the man and hit Ghilardi's father, wounding him. Since that time, he has been spending his days behind bars, being denied bail. He has since issued a statement to the true victims of this case. May God give you the strength to come forward. Though it is most difficult to relive the pain that has happened to you in speaking the truth, justice will be served and your own true healing will start. I will never stop helping or loving my community and all of you. Thank you for loving me. Fans, fighters, and wrestlers alike have supported Velasquez through this troubling time. If proven guilty, he could face 20 years in prison. Former lightweight champion Khabib Nurmagomedov also supported him, saying, "Anybody in the world who respects himself, who loves his family, is going to do the same thing." Exactly. Come on. Nobody is going to think of law or something when you have something about your family. You have to protect your family. If animals protect their family, of course, humans are going to protect their family. AEW star Jake Atlas was arrested in May for domestic battery. According to the police report, Atlas was out drinking and called his partner to pick him up. He then demanded that they go to a woman's house, where the three could then have intercourse. His partner showed the woman more interest than Atlas, which led to a verbal altercation. He lost control and attacked his partner, which led to a witness trying to separate the two. Atlas ended up tearing his partner's tank top and scratching him badly. He was released the same day he was arrested after agreeing to stay 500 feet away from his partner. He is now going to be appearing in court in Orange County, Florida on June 28th. Tammy Sytch has been in the middle of one issue after another. Known as Sunny during her time in WWE, she was one of the most popular women in the pre-Attitude Era. Unfortunately, she couldn't keep her place in the company thanks to the arrival of Sable and other women. Once she was released, she's been in trouble. But most recently, she was arrested after unfortunate circumstances led to the death of a 75-year-old man. She was allegedly part of a car accident that resulted in the passing of Julian L. Lasseter. She was arrested and processed in the Volusia County Branch Jail in Daytona. According to PW Insider, she was being charged with 9 counts, including DUI causing the death of a person, driving with a suspended or revoked license causing death or serious injury, as well as 7 counts of DUI causing damage to a person. A lawsuit has been filed against her and her boyfriend, James Pente, from the victim's estate. She faces up to 30 years in prison if convicted. This is hardly her first offense. She was arrested in January on 2 charges of possessing an illegal weapon and making terroristic threats. She's also been arrested for DUI many times, as well as violating a domestic violence restraining order, eluding a police officer, and driving with a suspended license. Former WWE manager Dutch Mantel demanded that she be punished. Got a lot of feedback over my Tammy Sytch observations in the last week. She's a danger to herself, but especially to others. She should be separated from the rest of society for their safety, not hers. 5 years to 10 isn't unthinkable at this point. He was not the only one to think so, as the judge in Sunny's case echoed this sentiment, and the $227,500 bond that was posted for her was revoked. The defendant is a threat to the community, and I do not feel that a monitor would protect the community. I do find that the state has met the burden. I'm going to grant this motion and will be taking you into custody today. The future hearings will make Sunny's case clearer. Jeff Hardy is known for being a daredevil in pro wrestling. As a part of the Hardy Boys with his brother Matt, Jeff became known for his charisma and risk-taking. Unfortunately, throughout his time with WWE and even in his personal life, there were other issues he was facing in the form of substance abuse. While he has long been known to have issues with alcohol, they have taken a scary shape in recent years. According to a report, back in June, he was arrested and held on multiple traffic charges. The official record showed he was being charged for driving with a suspended license, a violation of restrictions placed on his driver's license, as well as a DUI, his third offense within a decade. He was held at the James Foxman Justice Center in Daytona Beach, Florida before being released. This could even see him get a felony conviction. The 44-year-old wrestler has seen his entire career riddled and at times ruined because of this, with him famously turning up at TNA Victory Road for his match against Sting while completely intoxicated, forcing Eric Bischoff to rush out and tell Sting to end the bout quickly. He was clean and sober leading to his AEW debut, and there were no backstage issues reported. Now he is suspended from AEW for the violation and was put in rehab. According to Dave Meltzer, Hardy is expected to be out of rehab soon, after which he might make a return to the ring. WWE's Next in Line program has allowed them to find and hire several top athletes from universities. One of their latest signings was wrestler and NCAA champion AJ Ferrari. Unfortunately, it does not appear that a bright future is awaiting the youngster. He was tracked down and arrested by the Oklahoma police in July. Ferrari had been on the run after being accused of sexually assaulting a woman at a residence in Stillwater. He had signed with WWE in December. The woman said that he had driven her home after a night out together and had then forced his way inside, storming his way into her house. After this, he assaulted her sexually, refusing to leave the house until the next morning. Naturally, he was fired from the Oklahoma State wrestling team with a warrant issued against him. A bond of $20,000 was also imposed. His attorney said, "It is unfortunate that a student athlete can become a target, primarily because of their status as an elite athlete. AJ is cooperating with law enforcement and is confident the truth will come out. He appreciated his time at Oklahoma State, but he and the university mutually agreed a change was appropriate." Pistols Firing reported the release from the Oklahoma State wrestling team was not only because of the accusation, but due to an accumulation of issues with the star. WWE themselves have not issued a statement, but it may be safe to say that he is not making his way to the company. He was the #1 wrestling recruit out of high school and recorded only one loss in his college career with a total of 30 wins. Velveteen Dream has not had the easiest year. The former NXT talent was released from WWE before, and since then, while he's attempted to get back to WWE, things don't appear to be going his way. The wrestler was arrested on August 20th initially by Orlando PD, and was then booked on misdemeanor charges of battery and trespass of property after a warning. He was arrested again on August 26th and booked on an out-of-county warrant for a violation of probation. This is all from a previous drug case against the wrestler in Seminole County, Florida. According to a report, he started to argue with an employee at a gym, leading to a confrontation. At first, he was said to be irate and argumentative. Then the employee asked the former WWE star to leave the building. The documents revealed that he threatened to kill the employee before punching him in the face. A fight broke out, and the two had to be separated by other employees. Apparently, other than punching the man, Dream bit the employee. This is, interestingly, not the only case of someone biting another in the wrestling world, with reports stating that Ace Steel did the same during the AEW All Out backstage brawl. Still, on this occasion, Dream was arrested. And this was every wrestler arrested this year. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later.